Imagine yourself 20 years old and all of a sudden told that you're going to be head of the largest drug organization in the world at that time. And you have no idea what even a gram of cocaine, what even a grain of cocaine looks like. You have no idea. How do you bring it in? How do you transport it? Who do you sell it to? What do you do with the money? How do you hide the money? How do you not get caught? How do you find the information that's going to help you? One of the things that I told people that made me very, very successful was that I was so proactive to an excessive point. What I mean by that? So for example, whenever I looked at a smuggling run, I would look at every component that could go wrong in that trip. So for example, I would look at, well, do I send a pilot that could be compromised? So what can happen if the pilot gets to Colombia in that strip and there's an operation going on by the federal government and he has to go somewhere else? How does he know where to go? So that was one of the minute and first elements of our drug run. So what did I do? Well, I simply looked at those dangers and I decided I would just send for a pilot to come from Colombia to take the airplane with the American pilot. So the American pilot, number one, never knew where we were going, so he had no chance of ever telling. And number two, if he got to Colombia and there was something going on over there, then the Colombian pilot would know other strips that he could go to. And the same thing happens in our family life. I see so many people come to me over the years and said, when their child committed suicide, and said, Dr. Valdes, I never saw this coming. I never said anything in response because what do you tell to a father that has gone through such a horrific experience? But deep down inside, I always said to myself, did you not see it coming, or you were just simply not looking? We have to be proactive. See, I believe that America is the most reactive society in the world. We have a problem and we figure out that we know how to fix it. At least we think that we do. But why allow a circumstance to get to a point where we do have a problem when there's so many things that we can do to prevent the problem if we are proactive? So today I say, look at everything you do in your life. Look at your family. Look around your organization. Look at your employees. Ask yourself, are your employees happy? Are they content? Are your customers happy? Are they content? Are you building customers for a lifetime, or are you simply just looking for a new one every day? Look at your home. Look at your marriage. Is your spouse happy? Is she content? Do you still feel the same love in your home that you felt the day you said, I do? And then most important, look at your children. Be involved in their lives. Be there for them. See them. Talk to them. Have them tell you what's going on in their lives. Use dinner time as a time for the family to talk about what's going on. And you go first. Many times I tell my children the struggles that I go through, whether there's financial or challenges in the business or challenges in my life, period. Sometimes when you go first, it opens the door for your children to open up. I believe that no child gets up one day and says it's a good day to commit suicide. I believe that no child gets up today and says it's a good day to become an addict. There's things that lead up to that. But if you're involved in the life of your children, you'll be able to detect them before they're just too far gone. So be proactive in our family. Be proactive in your marriage. Talk to your spouse. Date your spouse. Remember what you did when you first met your spouse and you felt that you were so madly in love. So why quit now? Why not continue to do what you did before? Why not spend time talking to your wife or to your husband instead of waiting for the moment when it's too late and you say, I want a divorce? That will not fix anything. That all it would do is change one problem for another. Look at your company and look at your employees and ask yourself, are they happy or are they looking for another job? Look at your customers. Are they looking for another vendor or are they customers for life? If you have a win-win in your company with your employees, with your customers, with your spouse, with your children, then a lot of those elements will go away. But let us be proactive and let us think about what's going on and let us be present in our life, in our business, and let us not take anything for granted. Our life is short. We're here for just some borrowed years. Make it the best you can. Being proactive allows us to live a much fuller life.